Because it really is about putting things to the right words to really get through to people. Like, this is how we have to live. And, like, I mean, it's not even about, I mean, whatever. Okay, just listen here, folks. Whatever is not your business and your field expertise, then don't comment on. No, no, no. Like, let me put it like this. If you okay, if you're not a gay person, then you shouldn't like be telling people how to live their lives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if you're not a woman, then you know what I'm saying. If you're not a man, like, yeah, I'm not telling any man. Like, I can say what I think and what I feel, like, which is backlash is just some shitty energy sometimes. I don't want to be a bitch sometimes, but I have to be sometimes. I know well, not it's not like I really truly like whatever. It is what it is. It's if I wasn't a woman, I wouldn't be treated or thought of that for like saying something like I could just say something casually like something like and only a jerk would say, but a man can get away with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not how it works. Anyway, there's a certain time and place that you don't want to go looking for trouble, and even when it finds you, you just want to stay away. But at the same time, you don't let people just like try to play you, walk all over you type of bullshit energy, control you, give you a bad time, any of that. Like, that's not fun. It's not cool, and nobody wants to go through it. Do you want that for yourself? Um, the arts are the arts. That is a fair place to battle somebody if you think about it. You get out shitty feelings sometimes. Sorry, it's cutting out, but yeah, we do have to be careful with that. We have to be careful with what we do with all our arts. No, do we not have to? But like, we want to have fun. We want it to count to like to help. You know, you want to better yourself, better others, and give people hope and stuff. Keep it going. Anyways, so I'm trying to figure this out. I feel like possibly people were looking or no, like predicting that there was going to be a change with things, like things would have to be restored. But the reason why they're predicting it is like you can't just keep doing the same stupid shit over and over again but then it's just like I said, we know what is or whatever, and everything is about safety as well as yeah, see everybody we can always think about the children, and I think people should think more about the children actually, but um you know what I mean? There's so many children that are going to run this world, and they're already super smart, and we just have to make sure they have these awesome jobs. And we should all have awesome jobs too. So what is the problem? I think that if people can like I don't know. I just my part in this like is just the awareness. I'm not gonna hold back and not say what I know, and that was it. As far as I'm not telling anybody what to do. That's not where I'm at with any of that. It's just I'm like, wow, you know, that's all. I'm explaining why everything is crazy as it is, and that's why it's crazy because of all the little secrets or whatnot that everybody's been trying to explain, and then we ain't known. But then it's you know it's just things is like there, but then you don't really put it together. Once you put it all together, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's anyways, it'll be okay. I'm just innocent bystander to the watching the world almost fall and fail and flail and all that shit, like whatever. And I'm only trying to help. Like I said, I'm doing my part. Uh, that's all it takes. But God is just following your God is intuition. So it's whatever. And then whatever people want to say about intuition and women and all that, shoot. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and bash men, but that's all I'm gonna say is they do say something about women and intuition. And I know that God is intuition. Yep. Um. Anyways, like I said, breathing is good. Breathing helps. Breathing is everything. Don't be stressed. There's nothing to stress about. It's anytime there's like changes in life, it's like, oh my God. But it's good to get information, you process it, and then I don't know. Me doing these videos, right? These several videos here is just like I'm just sharing information, trying to make it make sense because like I said, I think a lot of people know things like this, but they didn't even realize it. So just let it all sink in, and then you'll realize that you know a lot of that, and you just don't realize because it was like a lot of symbols everywhere. They was talking about glasses or something, and then they could see symbols or something. I'm like, okay, so it's kind of, I guess in that sense, when you are like you're thinking like now you know about how this like these secrets. So again, the whole idea of the man is the development, is the establishment that is developed, and it's not what it's like really. I don't want to say it's a figment of your imagination. It's there very much, but it's like not at the same time. People put on acts and like act like they're that person, and they could be anybody. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be like that person. I don't know. I'm just myself, and that's, you know what I'm saying? But you see, like, I've said, I don't care who people, like, I'm not here, like I had said before, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm trying to help, honestly. That's the only reason I do any of this. When I started the YouTube was to play the music and all that, and like I wanted to help. I knew that, you know, people would appreciate it, and I do have fans that actually just want to hear my music, and uh, I could be doing like I'm doing right now, talking, and they'd be like, "Hey, music, what's up with the music?" Yeah, people be like, "Oh, something's taking off some layers, some clothes, or stomach, this, that, blah, 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 blah." Feet, I heard all like these, but no. No, I'm just saying they, you know, they want to see those things. No. Um. Anyway, no, I mean I've heard worse than that. But anyways, getting back to, see, that's the whole point. Like, whoever you are, people all over the world, because there's, oh God, there's how my, what did they said something about, I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to say like 300 billion almost people on the earth. Isn't that like, I don't want to get it wrong. It's not that much, but it's close to or something. Um, 290 billion people. Yeah, that's what somebody just said very recently. So it's like, wow. Uh, And so the whole idea of like clones, it's not like, I don't know. I don't know enough about that, except that that's all I know. It's like, uh, whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm not in the lab cloning people. Like I I can set out a good influence, and just like anybody else, and that's God. Like that's where I'm at, because I'm not an ego driven person. Like I'm just myself, and I appreciate good people, and there's so much fun to be made, like making music. For me, that's fun. You know what I mean? Not everybody it's fun for, but I like to include people, or a lot of people are shy about it, but I'm like, hey, you want to, hey, your voice, blah blah blah. I'll say something like that, and because like I could just kind of hear, like, if anything, I can see the value in a lot, and to me, it's fun to use my skills and all that too. It's just make people sound awesome and stuff like that. It's fun. Anyway, oh my god, it's crazy though. Like we're all here in this world and like universe and all this stuff. And let me make sure my phone's on. Yeah, my phone's at 2%. Shit, I'm plugging it in. It's all good. It's all good. Ugh. Kill him, sister. Kill. I was about to plug in the wrong thing. It was like the kill him tomorrow. Kill him, sis. Oh, kill him. Anyway, just scratching little claws up. Yeah, so it's just okay. So people are probably asking me now, like, where are you getting this based on your knowledge? What knowledge do you got here and shit like that? Okay, or what are you talking about? Let me just break it down, because I don't want to like not have anything to stand on with my information. So I am doing this especially too, so you guys have some exposure. Everybody, anybody and everybody, you listen. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to help give you some exposure on what the fuck is going on, why everybody's going so crazy. Religions is based on a whole lie, and this is the truth. Yes, if you're listening, religions are all based on lies. They all got like big headed at some point, but it's all like going back further and further into history. And obviously, a lot of people don't know the truth and were duped. And that's why nobody, like, God isn't mad at people when, you know what I'm saying? He knows their hearts, He knows where, but God wants people to know the truth. And I mean, shit, I don't, excuse my language, I don't know. I want to know the truth more about like Yahshua and all that kind of thing, because that's the truth and stuff. So apparently, the letter J was not even invented when supposedly Jesus was around, all this. So I want to showcase this guy more. He talks about it. I want to at least give you his name, and then there's more people. There's so many. The whole point is there's bits and pieces of all this stuff driven through history, where whether it was created as a lie at some point, it started with people, like other people, and like all of everybody's, the more you know about different religions, the more you do your own studying, and it doesn't have to be boring. It's, you know what I'm saying? You just have to kind of get into it. Um, People can tell you about, you know what I mean? There's fun people. If you get into this, you will see. I'm sure you could find some interesting things on YouTube. Um, what the hell? There's so much crazy. Like, this is the point. There is like insane amounts of nuts right now. I personally want to make sure nobody associates me with any crazy, crazy shit. I am saying that God wants, I do believe that God wants like one religion, just not, he want nice and simple. Like, God, like, just kind of step out of the bullshit. And at this point, we find out if like there is like some kind of a Jesus that, like, I don't want to say the name because they're making it sound like it's a evil thing. So I take the, God is gonna take the evil out of that. And if you want to say it, it's fine. It's just, God, I think, always protected people, but at the same time, there's too much stupid shit, and it's just like, if there's like a better name, like, I don't know if that would represent, maybe, possibly, because again, I need to know more information about. It's just, I think that it's more like, if you know about, like I was saying, about all the positive things about all different religions, and you put them together in one religion, like, that would be like a great thing, right? Positive things, like, that's not really a debate, because all things can be worked out. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Things like negotiations, that's how people have to live, and like, it has to be good, like decent, and it has to be righteous. Like, I'm not shifting anything. I'm where I'm coming from. I'm trying to help guide anybody and everybody, because I don't want to see destruction. So if anybody can listen and run with that, then that's great. It's about, listening to God's word and stuff, which comes from within, because God gives that to you. But it's not even within, like, it comes from within. It's your reaction to, we are supposed to interact, so you have to go with that, I guess. If like, God will show you what your gift is, and you want to put in the work and stuff. And I thought it's so great. I was watching a comedian on Club Shay Shay, and he reminds me of like a younger Dave Chappelle, and he knows that, like, I want to do what they talking about and be able to do that, like, for everybody to make good movies, shows, whatever. And like, I want to help with that music and I have the beats, and I'm trying to put people on. It's just all that business stuff does not need to be corrupt at all. And it's just, it obviously, like I said on my video, I said I've dealt with evil white people. And yeah, that sounds harsh. I just come out in somewhere and nowhere and say it. No, I said that on the video. Oh God, this is what it's all about. Is where this is a underlying problem, overlying whatever. It's everywhere, and I'm not being a jerk or being presumptuous. This is a stated thing, and this is what the nation is trying to get across, is that it's it's funny. Milk, I pushed a little, from the fire, the smoke detector. Um, it really, it's a lot to take in. Okay, so if you're just joining me, I'm talking about how all religion basically is just going out the window now. It's messy. I'm not saying not to have faith in God. We have God. We're here. God is good. sometimes people are crazy, or a lot of times you see a lot of craziness and or just crazy feelings. People are like, pushing feelings around and oh, um, yeah, so it's just good to have the good things and the positive. I mean, bad things happen. We have to, it's how we respond and react, and we want to try to prepare and prevent bad things from happening. And sometimes helping people a little bit can do that much. Um, Looking out for your fellow person, just knowing you're doing the right thing, giving somebody's a little money at the right time, um, uh, giving somebody a ride. Like, I'm not saying you should go around giving people rides, like necessarily. I don't know, whatever. Because that's kind of a funny thing too. Um, I don't know. I think that mm, there's a lot of crazy shit going on, and people need to get their minds right. We all need to know we can be there for each other. We don't have to run away and hate on each other and shit. Like, I'm not gonna, turn my back on you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is this? I'm here, but you know, uh, I don't know. I think people are very, very confused. Like, they know things is like it's easier to pretend. I'm not saying like and nothing is wrong, but nothing is right at the same time. Like, it's not wrong, but it's not perfect. Like, it could be better. Things can be better, but it's we all know what we do, you know. We all have to take accountability every day, whatever we do. I am guilty of not being prepared for anything and everything all the time because I have a baby to take care of. But I'm just trying to keep things going. Um, you know what I mean? Hold on a second. Let me see if Malachi will help me for a second. It's all right. I can continue to message with the baby. It's all good. I just hold on. Yeah, I just my phone though is kind of dead. That's kind of an issue. Oh, okay. Please, can you get to the Gracie? Please, is Chuck? She might. Hold on. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I want to see. I know, like. Okay. It's just. I want you guys to understand. It's crazy out here, and I'm trying to make it make sense. Hey, motocross. He said, "How's it going?" He said, "Hey, girl, how is it? How's it going?" Um, yeah. So I am just talking about religion, and basically, God is saying like one religion is like now, basically, like it's the time because there's there are good in all the religions, but then there's bad, and there's too much lies and corruption and stuff. So, like, think of isn't that a good way to think about it? If you take all the good things out of like the different religions, it's just I think I think it's God's way of saying people can still practice whatever, but take that damn corruption shit out because He's watching. God, He, she, whoever, like, because I'm not the only one who said that recently. We don't really know, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I think about that more because it's just, we want to like have that equality, and I think it's not about an opinion. Like, if it's an opinion, then it's a formed, like, formulation from actual facts, and that's where I'm going with it. And that's why, like, statistics and knowledge and stuff, factual evidence that's of, like, anyways. So when it comes to like Jesus or whatever, whoever Jesus was, and like whoever Yahshua was and stuff like that, let's do that. Like, I know they won't, the whole America always makes things like a competition. So if I don't, you know what I'm saying, if they wanted to, I feel like all these religious people or whatever. Oh wow, that's so funny because it's like 12, like the 12 disciples. This is crazy, hilarious. Then I got one like, oh, here I am at the table, and there's, I don't know. Anyways, it's fucking weird. I'm not saying anything. I'm talking. If anything is referenced, it would be some chosen ones thing, and I said with an S because that's the whole point. It was never. I think God never wants us all to focus on one person too much. Like we can look at people for their greatness, but remember that, like, as far as the evidence of Jesus and again, I don't know much about. I need to, that I can do. Let's look up. See, now my spelling might not be right. Yahshua. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to show the video of this guy. He's talking about more about all of this stuff. There's several people in the nations. Like, all of everything my knowledge, I've seen all these different religions and whatever. I've been interested for some time since you know what I mean? I've learned from different religions. When you go to the different places and you see how, or they've come to you, or whatever the case, you learn, and then you can see what is good and what works. And that's why I said it's just like anything in the world. Like, you can participate or not, but I just think if anything, if you don't know, then I don't know. We all have to be decent with each other. Okay, that was weird. Commercials. I don't know. I was trying to look up Yahshua, just so we can see it. Like, it's like I've heard this, it's so weird. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if this is the right spelling. I'm going on what I hear. What am I looking at? It says Yahshua, Jesus image. Okay, so that's some music. What is this? Am I looking? This is just random. We help our patients target stubborn areas like the midsection. I don't know what I'm. No. Thank you. You guys don't want me to do that, right? Somebody might, but it's all good. I don't know what the hell we're looking at here. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's nice and stuff. Okay, anyways, I don't want to get all deep on anything. Like, you don't know people, you know what they do or their arts and stuff. But we just want to make sure everything isn't corrupt, and that's everywhere where we should want to, because the truth is out there, so there isn't really much more to say about that situation there. It's just with when it comes to religion and you can't do it no more. None of all that corrupt shit. It's you know, our laws have to be to keep ourselves safe and from the world. Just we should be able to. There's just a lot of things that we shouldn't have to worry about, like all the crazy judgments and crazy shit. It's just I don't even want to. I can't point fingers at one religion or another. Like um, I can say some is like maybe worse than others, but I don't know. It's my understanding is it is like about money, and then I'm not saying money isn't necessary. Money is needed. It needs to go in the right directions. I'm not saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Things can keep going on, but the truth is out there. And then I just think we need to wake up. Sorry, my connection was cutting out. So I know pretty sure my blood pressure has probably been up lately, but I'm okay. I'm alive. Well, that's good. Um,
How old is your brain? Playing wordscapes just 10 minutes a day sharpens your mind. And as you get older, it's important to keep your brain healthy.
these fucking word games are okay, but they have too many damn commercials.
Solving puzzles in
And
beautiful and relaxing environments.
I hope I'm helpful, but like I need to be able to take care of my blood pressure, and it'll be all right. I'll feel better when I'm taking care of certain things. I have no choice but to deal with lawyers because I mean it's just certain things. When people don't make things easy for you, you have no choice, and that's it. It's just I don't know what else I could do to. It's just fucking nuts. I don't know. Like there's so many things. It's like I have to do it for the other thing because it's just too many fucking things. Ugh. But then maybe my blood pressure will be better. Just in America, all over the whole world. Let's not play around and um like I think that's a good way to look at it, to give a fuck about everybody. And then it's just that we have to, like, that's people gotta like do something, you know what I'm saying? Like what I'm doing right now, I'm just making the clarity on things, clearing the air on things, why everybody's looking so crazy. It's um if okay, there's gonna be some angry white people who watch my videos. I'm just gonna say this. You ever heard the term ignorance is bliss? So you can think whatever about me and stuff, and that's fine. But the truth is, like, if you don't really know, if you refuse to accept the truth, then you're being ignorant to it, right? And if you are like, I don't know, there's like certain things going on. You see things going on in life, and then you see certain events and things happen, and then you see the truth comes out. Like, I'll just say this compared to like when Dave Chappelle decided he didn't want to do a show, right? Because he basically didn't appreciate the racism energy in his surroundings, in his daily life, and just I'm just assuming, and I because I don't know all of, like, I'm not him. I wasn't there. I just said about, so going on that, my opinion is that he had some intruding energy. It was feeling like there was just kind of, it was too much. I do believe that when Cat Williams spoke on some of that stuff, I'm not saying they were trying to make Dave Chappelle, like, he said something about the whole dress thing that he did. He was, he didn't want, they both is like, no. And I'm not saying anybody should or shouldn't. That's the confusion here. When you put everybody in a room and tell everybody they all got to do this or they all got to do that, that's the thing. We all have our own personal beliefs. You can agree with me on one thing and disagree with me on another, but we can agree on something. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, that's the human behavior, and like, it's okay to have your own opinions. Let's just not be assholes though either. Like, you know what I mean? If you have opinions, then make sure everything that you believe is true. Like, make sure, do your research, because you might find out that people are lying or something. Because, like, I'm just finding out this stuff about Jesus and everything, and Jesus wasn't a person. He was, Yeshua was like somebody like Jesus, like how Santa Claus was a person and he died. So Yeshua was a person and he died, and that person was supposed to be tracked. But then again, I haven't found anything yet exactly. Like, I haven't seen. I actually like, that's all I found so far was the song. Besides different people using that name, even when I was younger, and I met these people, and they was all right, but I think it was and people are just trying to live, and they, you know what I mean, and I get it. That's why I said, I don't think, religions they have to be more open-minded. Certain, think about what you're doing with your money, and not even just that, how you treat people. Um, do you help people? Do you give them the information they need? Sorry, it's cutting out. Sometimes, you might, you know, like, sometimes you might not be able to help somebody, but you might be able to get somebody to, get them to the next person or something like that that's going to help them. That's how life is sometimes. We all got to help each other, and we need to feel it, something like that, relatable, or something like we can understand. You got to understand. You got to listen, learn to listen, listen to learn, or whatever. And it's so funny because I just seen Gabori Sidibe. I seen her on Shout Outs, Girl, you and your kids, your babies. It's awesome because here she is, like, with her kids, and it's just funny. Um, she is just hilarious, like, because I'm not clowning on Precious. There were certain, I'm sorry, okay. What I am trying to say is the movie Precious isn't a one story or nothing. And Gabori Sidibe is an actress, and she played her. I've seen her times, and how God just is so funny sometimes. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Stay continued type, or you know what I mean, thing. Like, just, it's gonna just stay continued. God is gonna provide all of the interesting, fun things